Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store today. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Dennis. Powers through. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Got his man downfield. And he's running in the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Blasted as he lets it go. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Attack. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And the point after is good. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
The give to the back. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. All wideouts, no backs. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Collins. Makes the grab on the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually...
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now on first down from the 30. Right back to the well. Still running at the 40. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Louisiana 14, Mississippi State 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Mississippi State right back to the line. On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be...
And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, looking to take a shot. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Louisiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And he added the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
They've got the screen set up. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got a man, it's Davis. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here.
Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he's looking downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
He's going to pass on second down. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Dennis. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
To the air, it's Collins. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the move at the 30. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, there's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Back to throw, it's Collins. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
On second down, he'll fire. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cajuns.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will...
at the 15.
Now, here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Going over the top. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Cornerbacks have tough jobs. They got to be fast, obviously. They got to react to all the speed in front of them, all the shifts, all the motions, all the formations. But when you play zone, you got to make sure you get deep to shallow. I can't get beat deep first. The quarterback does a good job bailing, playing that cover 3 technique, then breaking on the football, then going and making a big play.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Brings up second down.
Second and 10 after the previous play. To the air, it's Collins. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's going to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB dropping back the pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes it. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on first down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He just about popped that.
to the 34.
Long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play, the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Give to the back. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Dennis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the Raging Cajuns want to move quickly.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To throw, it's Collins. Steps away to find some room. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Fast motion from the offense. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. The Raging Cajuns are on the move.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down coming up. Motion from the offense. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to power their way ahead. At the 20, he's got space. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. They'll give it to him again. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Collins. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now. And like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Liberty. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. He's looking to throw, trying to get to him. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch down the right side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last one.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Offense working from the pistol. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They're bringing heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to pound their way in. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third.
Louisiana 35, Mississippi State 28.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Louisiana.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback sneaks ahead. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Louisiana! And they add... to the house.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly... just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. Oh, they blocked the extra point. They got the touchdown. PAT was blocked, and now they'll kick it away. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Now the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they...
He'll take a shot. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Back to throw, it's Collins. Moving out of the pocket. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Mississippi State, 28.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over 1st and 10.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game.
the fourth quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Well, and at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, the defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind.
Touchdown, Raging Cajun! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. 28. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed.
Open runway ahead. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And a nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quick strike complete. Across the 25, he's got room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
He wants to throw it. Feeling some heat. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Dennis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Working and poking and prodding and finding its way up to the 36. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll pitch it. Hits the spin cycle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Louisiana! And the stomping has commenced.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that schooner away offensively. They're up by 4 over Stanford. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Harmon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field.
Hit the afterburners, kid. The 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Coming after it. Heaves it on the run. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Cajuns. And the route is on.
Well, they were able to come out here in week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse.
And And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. And wings it incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The throw. Finds his big tight end.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And the Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. From the gun, looking for a man. He's got it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Timeout is called by the defense, a mere 21 seconds to go here. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to...
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the